This man is facing a ban in Indonesia for saying he purchased a land. Hey, every country and their problem. For saying I have purchased this property or I've purchased this land here, that is a crime. And the entire country is filled with articles, videos, media, propaganda just to tarnish his reputation. And the country has gone ahead to actually issue a ban at him to not own the property and probably banning him from the country. This is so interesting. What is the problem? You know, before we get into that, if this is your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified whenever we post our new videos. And also, if you want to buy land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, check in the description of the video, get our properties that we have for sale. If you also want me to help you with due diligence or you want to book me for consultation, I'm available. Maybe you want to buy a property or a land from someone else, but you want to see how the road is like and the community is like. You can hire me to go make videos so that you actually get a view of it before you patronize. Now, this is getting interesting. We have a lot of people coming to Ghana and then they are complaining about how, corrupt the country is, how, individuals sell properties and then the government doesn't defend them and those kind of things. We have a few number of people who are complaining, while we have a great number of people who have successfully owned property and they don't have any problem. But now, I want us to actually compare the situation in Ghana to other continents or other countries. You have Indonesia here as a country where a man from Europe, UK or USA actually relocated to Indonesia. He's been going there since he's 17 years. Acquired properties with a lot of, paid a lot of money to acquire those properties. And when he acquired a property, he says that he purchased the property. He used the word purchase, and that was his crime. He used the word purchase. Oh, I have purchased this property or I've purchased this land. That was his crime. It started popping in the news. He wakes up and there's about 5-10 articles written about him, about whatever corruption. Hey, issue. Why? Because he said he used the word purchase. Unfortunately, in Indonesia, you should not use purchase when you actually bought a leasehold property. When you acquire a leasehold property, you shouldn't say you purchased. But on the contrary, this guy actually acquired the property freehold. He acquired it as freehold because according to him there's no difference between buying land leasehold and freehold. And I know a lot of you African Americans, a lot of you in the diaspora, when you come to Ghana, you are looking to buy a property that is freehold. But unfortunately in Ghana, there's no way you can get a property for freehold unless you get in a bush somewhere that there's no documentation, nobody ever supervises like that. You understand? So this man actually acquired a property in Indonesia. He followed the legal way of acquiring it in a freehold way, and his lawyers, everything they did was freehold, and he made purchase to the property seller. So unfortunately, the property seller, according to him, the property seller or the one who he bought the property from reduced the cost or reduced the amount of money he actually sold the property to him so that he will pay less tax. So now the government of Indonesia couldn't get as much tax as it's supposed to earn from that deal, from that transaction, because the seller actually reduced the price. He reduced the documentation, the price on the documentation. He altered it. So he didn't actually pay enough tax to quantify or to qualify the amount the guy is saying online that he actually acquired it, because he says that he purchased it. And saying he has purchased it should reflect in the document. On the contrary, it didn't reflect the document that he has, it didn't reflect in the government document that when he purchased this is the correct amount of money. It didn't reflect such. So the one who sold the property to him, knowing that knowing that his secret will be leaked, knowing that he will be caught when audited that he actually altered the figures, he started doing media propaganda. He started, according to him, he started paying the media outlets to actually expose the buyer. Just leveraging on him saying purchase. You understand? Leveraging on him saying purchase instead of saying lease. So that guy started doing media propaganda so that he would dent the guy's image so that the government of Indonesia will not trust in whatever the guy says next. That means that the seller, will be free. You understand? They wouldn't actually come and audit him to find out that, oh, he was actually at fault. No, they will actually blame the buyer. Do you understand? So that was actually what happened. So he has succeeded in denting the guy's reputation, getting a lot of media outlets to actually write a lot of articles. It traveled, it was very viral. He wakes up every morning and there's a lot of messages, threats at him. So he made this video on his YouTube channel, actually explained everything into detail, though he reserved some because he has to go his legal term. And the reason the guy did that was because the buyer, sued the seller. He sued him. He sued him because he was trying to solve the issue amicably, but the guy was not ready to solve the issue amicably, and he actually went to sue him. He filed a lawsuit against the seller. So the seller actually went behind to do that, to dent his reputation. And he's actually appealing to the government of Indonesia. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is for you to actually reflect. You people come to Ghana here. We have a lot of people come to Ghana here. They acquire properties in Ghana here. Nobody has ever done this to you. You understand? Nobody has ever dented your image, has ever, tried to dent the image of a foreigner in this country. Even if you were wrong, we still protect you. And some of us are seated here to defend you. But just one or two issues that you have with your purchaser or whatever, no, you will not handle the issue with the person. Instead of you to handle the issue with the person, solve it amicably, or actually take him through the court system of Ghana, no, you won't do it. You actually come on YouTube and then come and complain on YouTube, telling other people what you did wrong, and not owning the fact that you actually did it wrong. Most cases, that's what it is. They don't own the fact that they did wrong. They didn't hire lawyers. They didn't hire the right personnel to actually assist them. They went directly without knowing how the business operates here, and then they went directly to deal with the people. And at the end of the day, when they go into trouble, they come back and then rent and then insult the entire country, claim the country is lawless. We have a lot of people in the diaspora here who actually had lawsuits or litigation with people, Ghanaians, or with people in the diaspora, with their own diaspora. They have issue with them and they win. The court system of Ghana rule for them. If you have a good case, you have the right documentation to prove and everything, you will definitely win. Last time I made a video about one of the African American, you understand, that is Rush Ashari. He actually won a lawsuit. It's not one, it's not twice. He wins lawsuits because the guy goes his open mind. He knows what he's doing. So whenever he goes into issues like this, he knows what to do to get his way out. And he has been living in Ghana here and enjoying himself, actually doing business now, selling a lot of properties. He's actually owning an estate currently. You understand? So Ghana here, the law is working. But until you are able to put your foot down and face whoever is trying to take you through, and then be strong, hire the right people around you, have a positive mindset. If you go into any litigation with anyone, you'll be able to win. But if you don't do that, you lose. And when you lose, or probably most of you just run away. Most of you just run away. You don't even try. You just give up. You understand? It's not so. It's business. Business is two ways. Sometimes it will go right, sometimes it will go left. So we all hope that it should go right. But when it goes left, you need to stand on your feet to defend it. If you can't do it yourself, hire the right people to help you. You understand? So the issue that is happening in Indonesia currently with this guy, it's not something that has ever happened in Ghana. And this is one thing we need to appreciate Ghana, Africa about. We welcome you. We do whatever we can to actually help you. You understand? And that is one amazing thing you need to know. Don't let the very few negative ones who come here to come and share their negative stories on YouTube here discourage you. No, come and feel Ghana yourself. Come and do holiday, just 2 weeks or 1 month, or 1 week. Just come and spend the days in Ghana here, and you understand how the system works. Investigate, do your research, meet the right persons. When you're able to do that, you'll be able to actually get the first-hand information as well, and you'll also be able to learn from other people's experience. You understand? Don't be, buying properties without you having the right people on the ground. You understand? I have people who claim that they have bought property somewhere. They've never been to the place. They are just at Europe, and then they gave money to people. Why? Because the person did sweet math. But this property did this. They did sweet math. You don't know how the road look like. You don't know how the community look like. You don't know how the place looks like. But you paid. Indeed, when you came, the person didn't steal your money. He showed you your property, but you are not satisfied with where the property is located at. So that is why it's important you have people on the grounds to always investigate. To always investigate to see where, show you the road. Like some of us, the videos that we do, we show you the road, how the road look like. You understand? We show you how the community look like. We roam around the community and show you the houses around the community, how it looks like. That is how we educate you about properties, and that's what you need to be doing. And when you are to go into agreement, hire the right persons. You see, most people talk about lawyers. It's not only lawyers. You understand? It's not only lawyers. I'll make a video on that again later. Some lawyers are so lazy, they won't do the work well for you. They are so lazy. And some lawyers, they don't even know their way about. They may be lawyers, but they are not real estate lawyers. They may be lawyers, but they are not land lawyers. So they are lawyers, but they don't know their way about. And some are just lazy. They just want to sit in their office to do all the works. But it's not so. Sometimes a lawyer has to go out and go and meet the right authority, meet the right bodies to investigate about an issue, but most don't do it. So until you meet people who will help you through in the right way, you will actually might have issues until you calm down yourself. My name is Imoru Sadat. If you want to buy a property in Ghana, you want to buy a land in Ghana, check the description of the video. You get my number and reach me. If you want me to go make a video of any place or any location, house, land, or the road, I can go do all that for you. If you want to book me for consultation, or you want to book me with due diligence, I'm available to help you through. You're welcome. Kindly subscribe. Bye.
Subscribe to Talking Business.